Hello guys, this is Dr. Cool Auto Fix. Today we have Lexus Rx350, and the problem here with this very car is the AC will blow cold sometimes, then start blowing warm. So I've made a diagnostics of it, which I actually posted on my YouTube channel. So if you have not watched that video, go ahead and watch it. Now in today's episode, we're going to be going on the process of addressing the problem. Now in addressing the problem, we're going to be replacing the compressor. So if you want to know how we're going to be doing it, so tag along. I won't be needing to talk too much here, but I'm going to be shedding some light. If you are about to replace the compressor for this model, any of Rx350 model, is pretty much going to be the same thing. So go ahead and pop the hood open, and over here you're going to be dealing with a bunch of 10 bolts. You have one here, another one here, you have another one here, you have one here, another one here, another one here, and another one here, though this one has been ripped apart. Okay, when you get that out, you want to get this air intake bus out. Then you want to go ahead and remove the battery, and go ahead and remove this one, and go ahead and remove the radiator as much as the AC condenser, which is being held by 10mm socket. So after that, what next should you do? You want to find somewhere and drain the coolant and drain it into a place where you're going to be reusing it. Now the next thing after that is going to be popping this up. You can just grab it anywhere here, and it should pop up. There it is. Okay, so why am I popping this place up? Because my hand is sweating me. You're gonna be needing 5 or 6 Allen keys to actually lose this up, because you're gonna be removing this intake manifold. Now a lot of you guys are gonna be getting confused that I said it's gonna be replacing compressor, but here we are tearing the engine apart. So if you remove this one, also gonna remove this ones and all these things. If you are not so good at tearing things apart and putting them back, do not do this. Leave this for professionals to do it. Now what's the reason why I decided I'm going to be tearing all these things apart? Is that where this compressor is located? No. So why is that? It is that way because when I tried to replace this condenser and the compressor yesterday, I discovered there is a lot of dirt inside this condenser. So we're going to be replacing it. Now I can actually flush it to get it back, but every electronic solenoid valve control systems, variable displacement compressors, they are very sensitive. Give me the compressor, the brand new compressor from the boot. Okay, they are very sensitive to dirt, and therefore you don't want to mess with it. So that's why when we remove the fans, which by removing the fan you're gonna get a lot of things out here by starting with this top here. Then you're also going to remove the belt, remove the compressor. After removing the compressor, okay, this is the brand new compressor which we're going to be replacing. So most of the times it do come with oil inside, but if you know the procedures which I use in replacing compressor, then you want to follow it. Do not use the oil that comes with it. I repeat, that's just a cheat code I just gave you guys there. So let me put these guys aside while we dive into the system. In order to remove the belt, the drive belt, you're gonna be sticking your hands in this very tight position here, and you're gonna be dealing with 14 socket, and that's gonna be it right there. Right there are 2 pulley down there. Not the first one, the next down one there. That's the one you're gonna be jacking it up, pulling it up to actually get it to remove the drive belt. back to the question why we're going to be removing all these things is because it's very important. We're going to be flushing the system and flush all the pipe, everything here to become extremely clean before we start installing the brand new compressor and a brand new condenser, because we don't want to take any chance here. So without wasting further much of your time, we're going to be carrying along how we're going to be doing this. So let's get started. By the way, we have actually discharged the refrigerant inside the system, so recovered it to a safe place before we start doing this, so to avoid any popping of this very place. So don't forget. Ten. Okay, over here, while trying to get this off is going to be real hard. So how do you do that? You want to get a flat screwdriver, something like this, and walk it through. And it becomes very simple. It won't come out, so use plier. Okay, so for most of you who want to just replace the compressor, so from this stage right now, you don't need to take anything apart again, because you can actually be able to access it. You can go ahead and remove. You have 10 here, you have 10 here, you have 12 or 13 millimeter there. Yeah, 12 actually. So you get that 12 out. I think it's surrounded by 4 of them. But before getting it out, you want to make sure that you remove the drive belt. So far you can see the radiator is out, the condenser is out. Now it's the compressor to be out. So we need 14 to get in there and jack it up, and this drive belt should go. So let's go ahead and remove it. Find a place. I'm gonna keep this camera. Okay, for most of you who don't have a breaker bar, this is 14 millimeter. I'm gonna use it inside there. Then get another one. That's a trick. And use it to pull it like this. So let me go ahead and show you. You won't be able to get it to see the detail, but it's as simple as it's like this. You can see it right there, right? pull it up, and the belt simply comes out. So let me get it down more. So it's out. Grab it and shove it out, and you need 10. It's relatively loose. I don't know what the technician is actually thinking. See how dirty that is. Okay. Do the same to the brother. Get this one out. Also do the same thing to the solenoid wiring harness. Press it, then pull it. It should be out. Okay. Now here comes the tricky part. I have 414 bolts down there. It's 14 or 12, which you need to lose out. The belt is already out like I showed you guys. So let's go ahead. Loose. Yep. That's freaking shit. That's the fourth one, so it's 4. We have a combination of bolts and nuts there, so don't forget it. Okay, go ahead. See? Yeah, there is a wire holding it. Come on, the wiring harness. Forget this wiring harness. Has to push it and get it out. And get this one out of the way. You can't get this one out, so just shift it out of the way. Is this? It's out. So once you get this out, you can get a new one in place. Now this is not a fit for this very car here. This should be for 2006 model. I don't know why they think it's gonna work out. It does work sometimes, but it always starts giving problem later on. As you can see, this doesn't typically comes with this car. Someone got it there, and this guy just bought this car with this shit. So let's go ahead. So for you who are putting the new one, make sure that you measure the oil that is coming out of the here, which you're gonna flip it over and take the accurate oil measurement, then measure the same thing and put into the new one from the PAG oil, which you're going to be using to install it. Do the same thing to the condenser and use the same way to get it back in. So thank you for watching. Then for most of you who are gonna be thinking of flushing the system, you wanna proceed further, then follow us along. Let's go.